So in terms of thinking about ethical top tips for editors, my focus is specifically around user-generated content, partly because it's so new, we haven't necessarily thought about best practices or kind of guidelines. So the first thing is making sure for managers that staff understand how to treat user-generated content ethically in terms of the uploaders, making sure that they're being sought their permission, making sure they're being credited properly, making sure that they're being thought about their own health and safety in terms of asking people to send their pictures, are they safe? Secondly, I think about the ethics of your own staff within the newsroom. Increasingly, we're seeing journalists who, on an everyday basis, are looking at this kind of content are starting to see the effects of that. They're really, being affected from the trauma of seeing these images. So there's a lot of best practice there about how to organise shift patterns, how to make sure people have counselling support. And thirdly, there's the ethics of being transparent. So we're relying on user-generated content from, say, citizen journalists or activists, or in ISIS's case, we're talking about extremists who are using social media, and we're relying on their content that's coming in via YouTube. Are we being transparent in terms of labelling it? Are we explaining to the audience, these are the only pictures we can get, we haven't verified them? There's a lot around user-generated content that we have to kind of, as an industry, look at very closely and work together to come up with the best guidelines.